This is Late Night Star Chasers with Silent J. Say hello to nighttime and goodbye to day. We've got some tunes for you, so just keep it here. We'll be with you for about the next light year.
Hello there, all you late night star chasers. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thanks also to the Worst Brats for that energetic intro. Those punk polka kids reached out to us after last week's broadcast. I couldn't understand a lot of what they were saying, but I gathered that they enjoyed being featured, and they wanted to provide a little mood music for us. You know, despite their outlandish style, they seem to be a pretty good bunch of kids. So expect a little more of them as the broadcast goes on tonight. We're going to kick off with some country again tonight. We'll start off with Edwin Astor's latest, Another Sealin', a song about everyone's favorite executive hanger reward. We'll follow it up with a replay of Kept Her Too Long by Jason Salas. Then we'll round out the set with Hard Times to Come by a guy who calls himself Bear Claw. Sometimes I just don't get this new generation of haulers coming up, all renaming themselves after breakfast food. But what I do get is the struggle he sings about. Keep it here on Late Night Star Chasers with Silent J. I'll see you on the other side.
I built my dreams in the cosmic tide, chasing stars on this endless ride. 6 times over through the hangar's gleam, yet the same ship breaks my hopeful scheme. Another ceiling in my hand, not the treasure I had planned, but I'll keep flying through the stars. This journey's mine, no matter how far. The engines hum, and the void calls my name. Each reward feels like a waiting game. Through asteroid fields and nebula, I'll keep chasing ships in the endless lanes. It's not the ship, but the will to try to touch the edge of a boundless sky. The ceiling seat may feel the same, but the spirit burns, fueling the flame. Another ceiling in my hand, not the treasure I had planned, but I'll keep flying through the stars. This journey's mine, no matter how far. Trade the sorrow for the thrill I seek. Every flight makes my spirit unique. Even when the price feels small, the adventure's worth it after all.
I believed in love at first sight. Didn't think a ship really needed a test flight. Had my heart set on a nomad, but I tell you, that ship made me so sad. It started off good, she handled so nice, all them rough edges, yet all that spice. But the minute things got hot, well, she just couldn't deal. And that's when my dilemma showed itself to be real. Well, I knew me and her were all wrong, but my love for her was so strong. Now all I got left is this song. I tell you, I kept that gal way too long. We started taking missions, just a few simple hauls, but the minute pirates came near, it was all distress calls. She dodged real quick, she was speedy for her size, but her reputation for survivability was just a bunch of lies. Well, I knew me and her were all wrong, but my love for her is so strong. Now all I got left is this song. I tell you, I kept that gal way too long. I tried to make it work, the little gal and me, but the weeks went by and not a credit I'd see. Spent all my green on insurance and repairs, not to mention ballistic ammo, missiles, chaff and flares. I tried my best to make it work out right, but the truth was unavoidable after our 20th flight. So I found a used Taurus, made her my home in the black, sold that shiny little nomad, never looked back. Well, I knew me and her were all wrong, but my love for her is so strong. Now all I got left is this song. I tell you, I kept that gal way too long.
On this lonely route, trying to make it home. I tell you, mama, I'm so ticked off, you want some? Trying to bring it home, gotta get back now. Boy, don't want no fuss, funk that, just go hard. On this lonely route, trying to make it home. I tell you, mama, I'm so ticked off, you want some? Seeing more hard times. I started hauling with just a Drake cutter. That great grandpappy left me with rust all over. I kept that thing running, hauling one at a time, keeping things legit, walking that fine line. I got my share of lumps, pirates would take my loot. Some didn't even ask, just started to shoot. I fixed that ship again with my two broken hands. Get back up when knocked down, that's how a hauler stands. On this lonely route, trying to make it home. I tell you, mama, I'm so ticked off, you want some? Trying to bring it home, gotta get back now. Boy, don't want no fuss, funk that, just go hard. On this lonely route, trying to make it home. I tell you, mama, I'm so ticked off, you want some? Seeing more hard times to come. Save my credits enough to finally buy a beat up used Dennet freelancer dur to fly. Started stacking up crates like going out of style. Threw in some contraband every once in a while. Tweaked the engines, got a second-hand stealth drive. That rig would get me there every single time alive. And when an advocacy cop tried to take I'd scoot right off to Grim Hex and pay off that fine. This lonely route, trying to make it home. I tell you, mama, I'm so ticked off, you want some? Trying to bring it home, gotta get back now. Boy, don't want no fuzz funk, that just go hard on this lonely route, trying to make it home. I tell you, mama, I'm so ticked off, you want some? Seeing more hard times to come. After a while, I was doing alright, then got a message from Cavelix one night. They didn't like me cutting in to the profits the big boys weren't getting. They hired Vaughn to try to snuff me out. That was my very last Stanton route. Next day I hightailed to my new home in the lanes out in Pyro hauling cargo, that's where I roam. On this lonely route, trying to make it home. I tell you, mama, I'm so ticked off, you want some? Trying to bring it home, gotta get back now. Boy, don't want no fuzz funk, that just go hard on this lonely route, trying to make it home. I tell you, mama, I'm so ticked off, you want some? Seeing more hard times to come.
Welcome back, folks. You're with Silent J on a journey through the stars and the sounds of Stanton, Pyro, and beyond. The marketing guy called me up again. I don't know what they're doing over there, but they managed to book Origin Jumpworks for a full-on promotional audio-video presentation slot. So that's up next. It's time to check in on how the other half lives. You might recognize the waltz music. And apparently, many 890 jump operators play it for their guests on every voyage. It'd probably cost half my retirement for a ride on one of those things. But anyway, if classical isn't your thing, well, stay with us, because we'll wake you back up with an epic saga about fighting off those Satan-spawn worms attacking scavengers on Pyro 1 lately. It's The Beast Awakens by Unconquered Souls, and featuring opera singer Giovanni Porticcio. And no, it's not the kind of opera people typically avoid like the plague. It's something else. You're listening to Late Night Star Chasers with Silent J, your long-distance co-pilot through the cold, dark night. You made it! What a ride! Welcome back to Late Night Star Chasers. I'm your host, Silent J. Up next, we've got a replay of Hearts of Fire by Claudette Renaud and Benny Swift. Benny's actually on 2 songs here tonight. We'll close out later with another of his collaborations. But up first, if you've ever flown around Pyro, you know there's one thing for sure. It's big. It's incomprehensibly big. And no matter what grade quantum drive you're working with, it seems to take forever to get from here to there. On these long voyages, you've got to find something to stop yourself from going nuts. I do that by turning on the repeater and reaching out to all of you. Others have found different pastimes. Here's Crossing a Pyro Sky by Casio on Late Night Star Chasers.
Put new sheets on all 4 beds. Brush dust off all my warheads. Clean the toilet yet again. Wipe the mirror down and then count the floor tiles in the hole. Make sure the vents are free of mold. Read the journal on my Moby glass. Calculate my cargo's total mass. These are things I do to make time fly. Going place to place across this pyro sky. Change up my power pips and then set them all back once again. Count the stars in outer space. Feed a busters to my face. Do cartwheels down the hall. Read warning labels on the wall. Restack my cargo tall and wide while dancing to the quantum slide. These are things I do to make time fly. Going place to place across this pyro sky. Repull my ammo, check my sight, make sure suppressor's on just right. Drink a looks, stare outside, do all the things I haven't tried. The miles go slow, like standing still. Seems like a lifetime yet until I'll be in Ruin Stations Bay, dropping my cargo, getting paid. Wipe down the consoles a time or 2. Browse through the contracts, see what's new. Rewire the turret just for fun. Pray that this trip is finally done. Check the nav map the millionth time. Write a new song and make it rhyme. Count the fingers on my hand. Dream of setting foot on land. These are things I do to make time fly. Going place to place across this pyro sky. Retreat, then back to the fray. Your back to the fray. Your skill, your style, your fearless flight. Let's meet again in the starlit. We clash and twist in a cosmic ballet. Engage, retreat, then back to the fray. Your skill, your style, your fearless flight. Let's meet again in the starlit.
All right, folks, welcome back. We did some modern pop. Now it's time to turn the chronometer back a couple decades, at least in terms of the sounds. I love this trend of bringing back the sounds of decades and even centuries back and matching them with the toys and concerns of the current year. Songwriters out there really mixing it up for us. We've got Digital Echo coming up by the Old Orison Orchestra, a song that tries to make sense of this regen technology we all depend on. I think the regen crisis has really got people thinking about something we all took for granted for so long. But first up, we've got Ghost in the Haze by the Spectres, a love song to that crazy fast and stealthy Mirai Razor X. Racers and scouts agree, it's a special vessel that really knows how to fill a void, so to speak. You're listening to Late Night Star Chasers with Silent J, hanging with you through the starry night.
Through the void like a shadow's dream, razor sharp edges slicing through the stream. Engines whisper secrets the galaxy can't know. Invisible thunder, watch the stealthy glow. Razor X, no one sees me fly. Pirates chase, but they can't even try. Silent as a whisper, fast as the night. The sleek spice queen in her own right. Through asteroid fields, I'm a ghost in the haze. Blinding their radars, lost in the maze. Cloaked in the shimmer of an endless tide. They'll never find me, no matter how they try. Razor X, no one sees me fly. Pirates chase, but they can't even try. Silent as a whisper, fast as the night. Sleek spice queen in her own right. Catch me if you can, but you'll only see my trail. A ship so untouchable, it's destined not to fail. Every turn a dance, every leap a flight. I'm the phantom of the cosmos, lost in the starlight. Razor X, no one sees me fly. Pirates chase, but they can't even try. Silent as a whisper, fast as the night. Sleek spice queen in her own right.
always get destroyed. Every fighter loop I can't escape. The galaxies are cruel and endless tape. Round and round I go again, falling, fighting. Where's the end? Respawn back to where I've been. Is there meaning in this spin? Blast with fire lights a cold black sea. Enemies and allies all just debris. 1,000 deaths but I feel no pain. Press restart and I'm back again. Is this a game or is this my fate? A cosmic cycle I can't negate. I ask the stars but they don't reply. Just pixels twinkling in a virtual sky. Round and round I go again, falling, fighting. Where's the end? Respawn back to where I've been. Is there meaning in this spin? Ironic how I laugh through the strife, a digital echo of a mortal life. But every click pulls me deeper in a quest for purpose I'll never win.
All right, folks, we've just about made it through our voyage tonight. We've got a couple of songs selected to close us out. First up is Here's to the Whales by Pyro Reclamation Crew, followed by Things That Don't Exist by Hope E. Tarnell, and once again featuring Benny Swift. A song about those fanciful technologies we're all waiting patiently to come out. When I was a boy, I was promised flying cars someday. And you know what? Humanity achieved it. But someone had to think it up first. And those big ideas are typically funded by the whales. So I think these two songs simply belong together. Enjoy.
Bought a ship so small, barely touched the sky. 12 years afloat, I'm still that same guy. Flying through the stars, no gold-plated throne, but this cockpit feels like my second home. Thank you, pilots of the mighty fleet, Idris and Kraken, you make the game complete. Javelins blazing, Perseus stands tall, you build the dream, I'm grateful for it all. While you chart the galaxy with grandeur and pride, I'm still here in my starter, taking it in stride. No hangar full of giants, no army to command, but I'm thankful for the legends who lend a helping hand. You're the kings of the cosmos, the queens of the night. With your ships like cities, you keep the stars alight. I'm just a wanderer, a lone comet streak, but your battles inspire, your courage unique. Thank you, pilots of the mighty fleet, Idris and Kraken, you make the game complete. Javelins blazing, Perseus stands tall, you build the dream, I'm grateful for it all. The universe is vast and I'm small in its scheme, but every beacon you light fuels this shared dream. So here's to the warriors, the explorers, the crew. This little ship of mine flies in honor of you.
on the spectrum waves. It's about time to talk about AI blades and all the other things that are on the list of stuff that doesn't yet exist. You got engineering, fire and flames, armor penetration, fair insurance claims, Krakens, javelins, Banu, merchantman, Endeavor, Crucible, and the Orient.
We still can't pull a nurse up with freight. Bullets, hidden armor, cannot penetrate.
Yeah, we got big worms that aren't from Dune. I remember as a kid when they said coming soon. All the things that do not yet exist, all those ships that don't yet quite persist, they're coming soon, but until then, we'll theory craft and hype and chat and spin.
We'll have spectrum integration any day. Base building and crafting and taxes, hooray.
Ironclad, Aussie, and Perseus, Pioneer, Legionnaire, and Nautilus.
We'll visit Levski on Delamar. Fly through Nix, it can't be all that far. Someday my tank will fight on land, and player exploits will earn a ban.
All the things that do not yet exist, all those ships that don't yet quite persist, they're coming soon, but until then, we'll theory craft and hype and chat and spin. Raylan and Dev work goes on for the Expanse, the Liberator, and a working John. We'll get that Genesis, you'll see. Not to mention the hulls B, D, and E.
We'll have persistent hanger spawn. They'll turn component durability on. All this and more they promise you, right after they finish Squadron 42.
All the things that do not yet exist, all those ships that don't yet quite persist, they're coming soon, but until then, we'll theory craft and hype and chat and spin.
You know what does exist? You, me, this ship, this show. I'm so glad all those things came together for this broadcast. Thank you for joining us again this evening. Until next time, keep your dragonfly upright, your gear in place, and your heart and soul out in outer space. This is Silent J for Late Night Star Chasers, signing off.